Read the disclaimer. Read the disclaimer. Yes. Read that disclaimer. Got one more thing to do. The only part about this that I don't like, man. I ain't even like. Oh well, we just gonna run with it. All right, did y'all check out that disclaimer? Did you check out the disclaimer? We about to get this motherfucking party started. We are about to get this whole game started. Welcome, my friends, enemies, and everybody in between. You know what this is already.
Welcome.
This is the Sunday sit-downs with the OGs. I am your boy, Hebrew Tector. And we got a special guest in the house tonight. Goes by Native One. Say what's up to the people.
What up, people? Native One.
Native One is in the building. You already know who this man is right here. Go ahead, bro. Tell him who you is.
I am OG Cali Blue, aka Cadillac Chronicles. Y'all know where y'all can find me: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And this is Sunday Sit Down with the OGs. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it cracking.
Is that OT over there in the background?
What up, brothers? How you doing? I'm out here, but I'm on the road, so you know how it be.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Glad you can tap in.
Much love to you.
We're gonna change your name to OT
out here in California.
Cause it don't mean on time.
Hey, watch it, bro. Watch it. I've been here for a minute, so don't try to act like it ain't what it is.
All right, we're gonna call you Drill Sergeant.
In the gut. That's right.
Drill
That's
Sergeant.
right, 10-4.
All right. Well,
anyway, much love to you. Glad to be on here. We on the road, so I'm gonna kind of keep it on mute and listen to the conversation, and I'll click in when it's time. All right, you got me?
Got you. No problem. First of all, I want to apologize if you hear any feedback on these microphones. We're doing some upgrades here in the studio, so we're having to deal with some issues today. But we're gonna get it figured out. I'm gonna get it worked out. But you know, the show must go on regardless. So that's what we on. And with that being said, OG Cali Blue, lead us into victory.
What's up, man? Y'all know who it is, man. Sunday Sit Down with the OGs, man. So we're going to hop off into it, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about today's subject. 3 questions we're going to base these shows on. And the first question is, what do we have? What's going on? What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? And today, the problem is we have a young man 18 years old, traded a puppy for a shotgun. Took the same shotgun and murdered his little brother with it. It was that easy. It was that easy for him to get hold of a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the problem here? How come it was so easy? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, this dude, 18 years old. What kind of dog is worth a gun? How much was the dog? Goddamn.
Dog, I guess. Gotta be a good ass.
I mean, seriously.
Listen up, brothers. Listen up. Listen up. The problem is, how much was the life of the brother worth? Because he took a gun and took his life. You see what I'm saying? That's
Exactly. Exactly.
On that. That ain't the issue. Ain't the gun and the dog. It's how little a black lives or any of our lives matter in the day and age with these kids and these people. And I'm gonna say it out loud. These cops too.
And there's a whole gun culture right now that's really like all over the place right now. Like motherfuckers got guns, they show it off on Instagram, they show it off on YouTube, they show it off on fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I seen that one video where the little girl was showing off the gun in the bathroom. She shot her cousin in the head, watched him die, and then she like slipped or something and then shot herself. She felt guilty, I'm guessing. And then they opened the door and see both of them going. That was pretty.
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
He's gonna have to speak up. I don't, you know.
Put a little speak up, buddy. You got to use his big boy voice.
I said I seen a video. I guess this kid or this girl was showing off might have been her uncle's gun, and she accidentally shot her cousin, I'm guessing, in the head, and then was so guilty from doing it, ended up shooting herself. And
that was a couple months ago. Or was that last year?
That was last year.
But the problem isn't really like the drill sergeant said. The problem isn't the guns. The guns are going to be here. That's one thing about the Constitution and shit that it's never going to be. We live in a country of gun culture, so the guns aren't the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? It's who has the guns. That's the fucking problem. Who's handing those motherfucking guns out? That's the other problem. Because it's a big problem here in Chicago. They have where people wake up in neighborhoods with crates of guns in the middle of the street. Who's dropping those motherfuckers off?
And you know it. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know who's doing it. That's military. That's government.
That's the drill sergeant's area.
It's true. It's not officially been put out that way, but how else are you getting military grade weapons?
Thank you.
Dropped off in the neighborhood. There ain't no other way you get military grade. And if you
know what? It actually has
serial numbers. They know how to track them. Even the ones, the ghost guns they call.
Well, see, it actually has been kind of put out there because they not too long ago they had a couple of soldiers that was arrested for selling guns to them dudes in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So they know somebody got to be the scapegoat.
Well,
you know, let me catch these 2, 3. Let me catch these 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other 20 gonna slide. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. And it's all designed for one thing. You already know. And we're falling. Our kids is falling for it like it's bait.
Yeah, and it's
like it's bait.
So
because that's basically what it is.
An 18-year-old kid that traded a dog
for a shotgun,
and then
murdered his brother.
So I would say there'd probably be something wrong with that dude. Like, why?
Well, mental health.
It has to be a mental situation with this dude. Maybe it was his half brother. He didn't like the kid. I don't know. But I'm saying like this is happening too often, man. Like this is crazy. And the first thing we want to do instead of, you know, express our feelings or sit down and talk about it, the first thing we do is go grab a weapon.
It's true.
And that's not
you
gonna
know,
solve
I
it.
think, right. That's very true. And you know, it's just like the shit we talked about before. Like I hate the fact that we I don't want us to sound like we're just grumpy ass old men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we understand some things, and you know, and the other part of the three parts that you were talking about is the solution. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if we can when we speak upon these things, that somebody out there that actually has a solution speaks the fuck up, because this is really a call for solutions, a call for, you know, we ain't pleading and begging, but it is definitely a call for help. You know what I'm saying? In a sense.
It's definitely a call for help. And I just want to say, like, you guys, I appreciate you, Maurice Wheeler, Gizzo Productions, for tapping in. You know, you guys can hit that link and come on in and speak your views. You know what I'm saying? The more people we get on here, the more people we can get to understand where we're trying to go with this thing. You know what I mean? Even if we don't find solutions, at least we have the dialogue, which can lead to solutions. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? You might have a solution when you come up in this room and let us know your thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
But what we're really talking about right now is this kid that traded the gun for a dog.
He got to speak up.
I said what we're talking about right now is the kid that traded a gun for a dog. So
exactly.
What solution are we going to achieve or find with that? We're just talking about an event that occurred.
Dog in the gun is just that's the catalyst to what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because you can pretty much get a gun. It doesn't have to be a fucking dog.
I mean, think about it. It's that freaking easy. Oh, let me go give away my dog and I can get a shotgun. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that is that freaking easy.
Well, we live in this world of
society we live in.
Yeah, we live in this world of infinite information, infinite shit. People are doing things because he probably got that deal online. Be honest with you, motherfuckers are doing all kinds of dumbass shit online.
Everything is online. Everything is online. They're doing it online like man, it's like it's on a street corner.
Right.
You know what I mean? Online is pretty much the street corner now.
Yeah.
You know? And that's pretty much why every last one of them is getting caught up the way they're getting caught up. You know what I'm saying? And what our young people is not realizing is that it's all designed for one reason. You know what I'm saying? And how do we, as the OGs, how do we, as the original gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Because we wasn't born gangsters. Your parents always taught you to be a gentleman when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So how do we, as gentlemen in our age, how do we get the kids to understand this point of view? It's designed for you to do one thing, and that's to destroy yourself.
Big facts. But a lot of
anybody that looks like you, that's real.
They won't understand it until their ass is sitting in front of a judge, and the mommy can't help them.
See, that's the thing. And see what our youth don't understand is you hold a very powerful thing. Because you are a person of color makes you a very powerful being. They fear you on that one fact alone. Now, if you put your knowledge and understanding behind it, that makes you even more powerful. Your talent that God gave you makes you that even much more powerful.
Yeah.
But we have to understand the power that we have within us, and we're using it in the wrong way.
And that's
we're using it in the wrong way.
In native culture too, it's the same thing. You know, the power that's in where we all are very powerful people. You know what I'm saying? Not the ones from the Caucasus Mountains. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't have the power. What they did was figure out how to trick people out of the power.
Right.
That's what they figured out.
And you know what a really good trick was? Teaching motherfuckers how snitch on themselves like 21 Savage.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Exactly.
Speak
Exactly.
on it. Speak on it. Speak on it.
I mean, come on. You are a multi-millionaire and you're on a Clubhouse app arguing with a guy about how many people y'all killed.
And you know, all of that shit is tapped. All of that shit, they are listening.
All of it's tapped.
It's all being recorded.
Yeah, it's a big fact.
Can you guys still hear me or no?
Yeah.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, it's all tapped.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? They designed one road that all of them seems to know how to get their ass on.
Yeah.
President
You know what I'm
Dan.
saying?
Somebody needs to do something about Whack 100. That motherfucker.
Oh, he's
Whack 100, you know, Whack 100 is Whack 100. Look, let me tell you something. That dude is the devil. Point blank, period. He knows everybody's business. He knows everybody's bank account statements. He knows why, who got shot, when they got shot, what the reason they got shot for, and who got to tap in with who on that situation. Like, come on, bro. How the hell do you know all of this?
How do you know everybody's rap sheet?
Everybody's rap sheet. You got people's sex tape. You got every damn thing. You are a cunning, conniving ass devil.
Woo.
And you too old to be fueling the fucking fire with all these young people.
Wasn't he under
Especially these rap artists. You right up in the middle of it, talking a bunch of shit with them. Come on, man. You got grandkids. Damn near.
Peep this game though. That's part of the conspiracy to it, is to keep you in all mixed up. So like I said, if everybody ain't thinking clear and we're not speaking on nothing positive, all you're doing is promoting bullshit, which is all he doing. All he doing is keeping the pots. That's why I said the caucus, the man from the caucus, he ain't got to do shit. We spoke on that a couple of weeks ago about the Willie Lynch shit. Once you start that shit, he ain't even got to get involved. White man ain't got to do nothing with it. I say it. He ain't even got to do nothing with it.
I see it.
That's it. And it comes into my ass. I promise they can find me. I got something before, but you keep it stirred. You keep us fighting. We won't communicate. We won't trust each other. That's what you want. Perfect. You ain't got to do nothing.
But a motherfucker will be quick to not trust somebody, but at the same time trust the internet to speak on all kinds of dumbass shit and do dumbass shit.
They'll believe the internet before they believe you.
That is facts. So then that's part of the solution, getting back that understanding and getting back that for a motherfucker to believe you. You know what I'm saying? That everything on the internet ain't fucking true.
And see, how do we go about that? How do we start to get people to understand that this is not what it is?
How about maybe start a whole campaign? We get enough people started with a whole campaign about like stop being stupid on the internet.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea.
You know, maybe that might be a solution if we can get enough people involved with it and start like a whole hashtag and a whole type of thing like that. And you know, because if it goes viral, everybody's gonna see it.
Yeah, that's how we can start.
Yeah, so like if we can come up with something like that, maybe that's like throughout the week. I'll tap in with you guys, and then we'll figure out the whole hashtag. I'll even do some artwork for it or whatever, and we'll get that motherfucking ball rolling immediately.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. I mean, shit, we got to get it started somewhere.
Say less, do more. That's it. I'm with it.
Yeah. See, this is like what I'm talking about, man. And this is like what we talked about, Cali. Is this is what the show is. This is what the whole show was designed upon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole show is designed upon, okay, let's talk about this, let's figure some shit out, and let's make some motherfucking action. Because I'm not finna march. Fuck that. We know that shit don't work. Protesting.
Nowadays, it's too dangerous to march. You might get fucking ran over or shot up.
Another fact, which brings us back to the guns.
My mom's 74 years old and she marches, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, your mom comes from a different era where marching and all that type of shit, they really, truly, honestly believe in their hearts that they're making a difference. And to some degree they are.
Yeah.
But to about 90% of that, those protests just get looked at as a nuisance. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't get looked at as a solution to the problem. They go, oh, they're gonna fucking protest tomorrow.
They're more problematic than
Right.
and good.
Than helping anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, really, I always looked at it like, you know, you chaining yourself to buildings and shit like that, and stopping traffic and shutting down fucking sections, and it doesn't really do anything, but piss a lot of people off.
Blocked intersections or anything like that. We would just go.
Just
to
saying, like
protest rallies.
No, trust me. There's been where they block intersections and chain themselves to doors, and you know, none of it really, in my opinion, none of it really caused an uproar to where it really made some change.
I mean, people lose their lives. That's pretty sad.
You got to talk louder.
I said people lose their lives over stuff like that. I mean, the only thing that happens out of that is, you know, basically.
Yeah. But then what happens? Society goes right back to the same old shit. And the same old shit we still fighting to this day.
Yeah.
Drill sergeant.
Sergeant. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, so let's equate this to some military type shit.
Let's give it a tap.
So I know, like, you know, when a motherfucker comes in straight into boot camp, everybody's on bullshit.
Right.
So
different races, different upbringings, different economical situations.
So let's just call that society.
Let's
just call that society, right?
Right.
What is the first order of duty when you get these 100 and some odd recruits?
That I'm in charge?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So you gotta. There's got to be.
Understand. There's one person in charge. That's that one who's standing up front. First of all.
Okay.
Second
so
of all, you're gonna stand up like we talked about it. You're gonna stand up straight and speak when spoken to. You're not gonna under your breath. You're not gonna mumble because ain't nobody taught you to open your mouth and speak.
The reason I'm asking these questions is because maybe somewhere within that type of mentality, as far as like a drill sergeant and thinking about all of the different types of people, if we think of it in a really broader spectrum, right? You know, how do we figure out problems? But first of all, one of the main things they do in the military, though, which we can't do, which is strip everybody of everything, so nobody has nothing to be bragging on or be better than this man or that man. That's why the hair gets cut the fuck off. That's why everybody gets the same fucking clothes. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's somewhere else down the line, though. But like you said,
right.
When you first get in, you get off that damn bus, you understand who is in charge. And you not in charge. That's what the first thing. You can think, like I said, out here on the internet, everybody can talk about what they think. I'm doing this. I got this. Like these little cats out here flashing his money. That ain't even real money. Most of that shit borrowed and hustled and lent to them and shit. The damn cars is all leased. You know, when I was growing up, we was doing concerts. I remember bringing youngsters into concerts with brand new cars with no gas in them. You know, so that's all bullshit. But in the military or in life, period, somebody need to tell you, first of all, you're not number one. You need, and that's how come the gangs work so bad. I hate to tell you, that's that tactic they use to bring them into the fold. You're not number one. You out there by yourself. You need somebody. So what us, the OGs, doing, like we should be doing, like it used to be back in the day, you spoke to the kid. Hey, kid, come here, youngster. Let me talk to you. That ain't the right way to go.
You can't do that with no fucking kid nowadays.
Now, if you choose not,
they will even try to fight you,
but you gotta get to them. Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hey, pull a gun out. I got one more gun. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm telling you. But anyway, that's neither beside the point. That's neither beside the point. But we need to talk to them so they can listen, though. Like we doing now on this medium.
But it's how you approach them.
Reach some of the gangsters. Right. That's why you can't just go at them, but you can talk to them till you can reach them. Communication is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. This is why I brought the whole military analogy in. So, like, if we can, like, maybe get enough of this like-minded people thinking the same fucking shit, and actually taking action. Maybe walking down the street, you see a young man. But see, then again, that's the problem. Like here in Chicago, I wouldn't walk up to none of these little niggas and tell them to pull their fucking pants up.
Speaking of that,
No,
look.
no. You do that. You don't do that.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even see, they had a guy. This was a few years back. He was one of the old school gangsters or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He went to prison for 20 some years or whatever. And when he got out, he decided to start mentoring and talking to the gangs. Well, you know, that shot that dude over 15 times.
Yes, sir. That's how you get out. Yes, exactly.
See, it's not like even in native culture, like on some real shit. Let's reel it in real quick. In native culture, just as in black culture, elders are held at a very high regard. You know what I'm saying? But somewhere along the line, that part of listening to your elders, or when your elders spoke to you, you stopped everything you was doing and sat down and listened to what the fuck they were saying. Somewhere along some line, somewhere, all of that shit got mixed up. And I think it's part of that when they came out with that, everybody gets a first place ribbon type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No winners, no losers.
Yeah.
It's when, you know what I mean, the younger generation started having kids. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's always been a thing.
But I mean, I'm just saying, but like the generation that I grew up in, because I was born in the 80s, and you know what I mean, you had a lot of teen pregnancies and stuff like that. So there was a lot of children that didn't have fathers. There was a lot of single moms that were teenagers that didn't have any guidance on their own, you know. So the kids that are coming from that generation are
the problems right now.
Are the problems now.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers wanted to have a good time and fuck bitches. Now you got to deal with the fucking bastards that are trying to kill you.
So that's pretty much like
you know, male role models. So of course they're gonna have that angst. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So that go back to pretty much like he was talking about when he say, you know, you got the 35-year-old grandmother, you know what I'm saying, and you know, she's still in the club, and, you know what I'm saying. So
with her daughter,
exactly, it's sad. It's
twerking right next to her.
And like I told you, all that go back. I mean, it like I said, I've been hearing that the Willie Lynch thing wasn't part of that, but it's all part of. That's all systematically done.
Oh yeah, I was talking to my wife about that shit.
Us have this problem.
No, Native Americans as well, because they when No. Listen, they were also handling the Willie Lynch letters too. They were also handling the Willie Lynch letters too. You got a booklet. You got a booklet on what to do. And if you look at, and I'm not trying to change the subject or anything, but if you look at
right, it's all part of it,
and all that shit, it's all destitute. It's all fucked up. It's systematically fucked up. You know what I mean? Yeah. They have more deaths, rapes, suicides.
We all ain't California resident natives. You know what I mean? We don't have casinos.
They don't have casinos and shit.
Right. I've been out
reservations out there that are worse than Caucasians.
Yeah, I've been out Wisconsin.
I don't get into it.
Yeah.
A separate type of shit like that, but it's really only this shit really only equates to people with melanin. Period.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be very clear. If you're a person of color, look, the fucking police don't give a fuck who you are. Right. They don't care if you're Mexican. They don't care if you're Native. They don't care if you're black.
Right.
If you got any melanin in you, boy, you in for trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
And the same thing exists as far as the problems that are concerned. It's not just black people, but it's Hispanics too that are doing the same dumbass shit.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And Native Americans, the same dumbass shit. It's just a fact. And that is, if you are of melanin, let's be clear on that. You know what I'm saying? If we want to start talking about specifics and shit, then let's go there. But because if we could somehow right now snap our fingers and fix the black community, anybody else of melanin is still in peril. You know what I'm saying? So this is an all around the board type of thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you don't think Latinos are out there gangbanging real hard and doing shit
Oh yeah.
crazier
Oh yeah.
than
Oh yeah.
any other race,
Right.
you're out of your mind. These motherfuckers don't kill for money in your car and your bitch. They kill for fucking the flag and whatever. They give a fuck
Mhm.
nothing else.
Mhm.
They kill it for anything. It ain't even
Look.
about the color. They just kill it.
Yeah, well, I'm
They
just
just
saying.
kill it. They just kill it.
They just kill it.
But everybody says that about blacks too. They just kill it.
That's what I'm saying. We all just killing.
Yeah.
For what?
Kill it. It don't mean nothing. Right.
First of all, let's be
Life
very
don't
clear.
mean
He said, I am not killing anybody. I'm killing this drink, that's for sure. But I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these goofy
Killing
niggas.
edibles.
I ain't telling on myself on the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I ain't killed shit. Killed this
Well,
drink.
thank God I ain't never killed shit either. You know what I'm
See,
saying? I
there
done
you
my
go.
stupid shit. But let's hop off into the comments, man. Gizzo Productions says OGs sit down with G's. It's an idea for the name. An event that speaks to the kids directly. That's a good idea.
Yes.
That's a good
Big
idea.
Maybe
Yeah.
at some point, if we get this, not if, when we get this where it should be, then we take it on tour and we go to high schools and we go to elementaries. I think we should probably go to elementaries before the fucking high schools because these
You
kids
get them
in
early.
high school they
You gotta start them early. You gotta start them. High school is too late.
Yeah.
High school is too late.
Too late. Yes, sir.
But we can still reach maybe one.
You reach it, but you might reach one or two. Okay. But
Yeah.
the early
I mean, even if we reach that one, that's a good idea. That's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? You're saving somebody's life. But I'm saying if you trying to really reach them, you got to start them. You got to start with them young. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize that you know these younger kids that's in kindergarten or whatever has older brothers and sisters that's already in the mix and doing some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they already watching that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the other part of the problem. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to. Some of these motherfuckers need parenting classes. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Of course.
Say it.
We all do.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
all
I'm not the greatest parent in the world. I'm fucked up a lot, but
I definitely could have used some parenting classes.
It's all about finding the problem and finding the solution afterwards.
Yeah. I realized I had to make some changes within self. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't everybody else's fault. It was mine. You know, but that's the other part. Accountability.
Yeah. Holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
You know.
And see, that's another thing.
What I love is
a lot of us
empathy.
A lot of us don't hold ourselves accountable.
You know why?
Okay.
That's just the fear. You know what I mean? Because who in the fuck wants to be told what the fuck they're doing wrong?
Nobody.
So accountability was something that was taught to you back in the day.
Self accountability is what we need to learn, because having somebody hold us accountable is never going to happen, because nobody really wants to listen to what anybody says.
LaShawn Zolokapa says we work with the tools that we were given. That's true, but we're also gifted with a lot of tools that we don't even understand and recognize that may or may not be right in front of our face. We just don't see it. You know, not everybody's thought process is the same. Locorado Entertainment says you take that to the young adult authorities. I don't know what that means.
Flash juvenile hall.
They don't want to go. See, between juvenile hall and like a real fucking prison, which for some of you guys that are listening,
juvenile hall is basically
no, that's not what I was gonna say. Because for the ones in California, it's called CYA.
Yeah.
And check it out, PK, and they all been destroyed. They defunded that. They don't care. They taking them back to the man. They defunded
because it's even that's and it's stupid as
I also feel like it's too late. Juvenile hall is too late. It's too late.
Well, the thing about juvenile hall is all you're doing is keep putting a bunch of testosterone-filled little kids in the same room together. They're all pissed off. They're all mad. That's why juvenile hall is worse than anything.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's too late.
Fucking security guards that fuck those kids up.
Yeah. And then see, because by the time
there's really no solution.
But by the time they get to prison, because prison works a certain way. There's rules and regulations in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with grown ass men, and then with the very limited amount of freedom there's certain liberties that you do not take advantage of because you will get your ass fucked up real fucking quick. Being loud, obnoxious, all that kind of shit. Nah. Being accountable. Yeah, you better.
And see, that's what we trying to head them off before they get to that point.
Right. But see, now let me ask y'all this real quick because they thought they had a solution in the 70s called Scared Straight.
Yes.
Do you think any of that shit worked?
Nope.
You know what? Some of it did. Not all of it did.
Did it scare you straight?
People,
Hell no, I didn't. The problem with something like that, I think a parent should fucking full on consent. Put that little motherfucker in a real situation. If he gets butt fucked, then you know what's gonna happen. Sign a consent form,
bro.
Let him be in there.
Sign a consent form.
Yeah, let his ass get whooped on by grown ass men. This is what you got to look forward to. You now what? You want to go to school now or what? LaShawn says, for the most of us, are products of our environment, as the saying goes. It takes a village. Very true, LaShawn. It does take a village.
Yes.
But there is no village anymore.
Thank you. I was just about
the
to say.
The whole village just went berserk.
Yeah.
The whole village just went to hell. It ain't no village no more. See, I can't go to my next door neighbor now like you used to go to your next door neighbor because your family was hungry and y'all didn't have enough to eat. So you go to your next door neighbor or whatever, neighbor down the street, and they help you out and they feed the family. Now it's like, oh hell no, we ain't got nothing for y'all. What y'all over here for? We don't know. Y'all on your own.
Can't even get a cup of sugar.
The village is gone to hell. Ain't nobody helping out in the village no more. You know what I'm saying? So what we supposed to do? The village don't even exist no more.
Right.
The village is
you know what I'm saying?
Because you got a 35-year-old granny out there that ain't sitting outside with a switch looking for all the little kids that are bad and beat their ass and go tell them to go home and tell your mama what you did.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The grannies that are out there
now when the little kid is in the neighborhood and you doing something and the neighbor see him and the neighbor will not snatch him up and be like, hey, you're wrong for this and take him home, and then you get your ass kicked all because now the parent and the neighbor finna be squabbling in the street because the parent feeling some type of what.
Why you put your hands on my baby?
Yeah, why?
See what I'm saying? Now back in my day was when the neighbor caught you doing some things that you didn't have no business doing, the neighbor kicked your ass, then took you home, and then you got another ass kicked.
Hey, but then you gotta look
at this. That was the village. We don't have that village no more. Yeah, that's long gone. We don't have that village no more. That's long gone.
No, but like this is what he just said, right? He just said, hell no, you're gonna get an ass whooping, you fuck with my kid. So he's 40. He's 40. And that's his mind state. Maybe he doesn't understand the old school way, but I know he does.
I do understand that way, but what I'm saying is that with people today, it's different. It's way different than what it was when I was younger. Like, people have problems with people just for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Just to do it. There's no real reason for anybody to have a problem these days. Somebody could just be like, oh, I don't like your fucking shoes, so I'm gonna fucking be a fucking dickhead to you. And then what? They hit my kid and I'm not supposed to do anything? No, fuck that shit. I'm gonna fuck that motherfucker up. Plain and simple. Don't touch my fucking kids.
See?
If I find it valid, if you can fucking explain to me and tell me that it's a valid reason, that's the only way that,
that's the whole thing. He's not gonna no one's gonna whoop your kid and then bring them to you and say, hey, I just fucked your kid up. You know what I'm saying? It's like back in the day, if your kid got caught doing something, either so and so down the street spanked your ass.
It's a change in the time.
I know, but I'm just saying, spanked your ass and took you home, or either took you home or spanked your ass and told you to go tell your mama and she can come talk to me. You know what I mean? I'm right here.
Yeah.
There's a difference. You know what I mean? It's not like somebody's gonna whoop. Like if you see him doing something and you hold them accountable, maybe they don't hit him. They just grab them forcibly. And now they
you know, man, it's just say for example, the kids is out there throwing rocks. The kid throw the rock through your window. Not saying you go out there and you beat his ass, but you snatch him. Hey, what are you doing? And you take him home. Well, guess what? They don't like the way you brought him home. There's a problem. But yet he threw a rock through my window, and that's not the problem. But the problem is how I came and brought him to you. Like, You're not going to be mad at him for, you see what I'm saying? So now it's a
Yeah.
big old commotion.
Yeah, but check this
You
out. This is
understand
what
what I'm
local
saying?
this
And
is,
next
I
we know,
believe-
the next thing we know, Guns is out. See what I'm saying?
Gunplay.
It's
Gunplay.
what it is. That's what it is.
I think this is free from Local Rada Entertainment. He says, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to go to rap this in youngsters in Wyoming and got shot down because I'm a convicted felon. But it got me sad because 75% of them colored youngsters was talking to
Taking
me.
their own lives.
Yeah, see, you can't talk to these motherfuckers right now. But I bet you, see, this is another solution. Like, I bet you if we start, because there's so many dumbass challenges. How about we challenge again using the internet, you know, as it should be used, you know, a tool. You know what I'm saying? And challenge motherfuckers to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, you know, about getting the word out about even just doing goofy shit on the internet.
I think they need more positive outlets for kids these days.
Well, they took all the art programs out of the schools.
Yeah.
That's what
Arts,
fucked up number one.
schools,
Yeah,
they took most of the sport programs out.
They're not gonna the sport programs that they took are like tennis, golf, and shit like that. They will not take the ones that make them money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football and baseball make money. And it's money they ain't even supposed to be having. It's money under the table. Trust and believe.
But
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's losing all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
programs and everything like that. You know, these kids just have a ton of time on their hands these days.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like at my kids' school, like they're canceling school every other week. You know,
Yeah.
and then these kids have nothing to do. You know, and your parents.
Exactly.
I mean, we're being adults. We're at work. We're always gone. So, you know, you can't supervise them every single time of the day.
And the
you know?
internet
and then
jumps in.
there's the internet jumps in, and then, you know, somebody's fucking son or somebody's daughter's, you know, polluting your kid. And then you got fucking some adult dude that's being a weirdo wants to fucking try and mess with your kid. And dude, it's just a vicious cycle, dude. It's insane. The world today, like, I don't
It's
know.
in a bad
Well,
place. But
this is
It's
why we're
trying to
having
find-
this conversation.
Yeah, I
This
know.
is let's find solutions
Yeah.
because we know one thing for sure, and the other thing for certain, that we understand that for every fucking problem there is a goddamn solution. The solution may be looking us dead in the motherfucking face. We just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? But the conversation sparks that.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want us to sound like we just grumpy ass old men because this is not what the fuck this show is all about. This show is about finding motherfucking solutions. So if you listening to this and you looking at this right now, you people out there, by you people, yeah, I mean you people. Don't look at this or think for 1 second this is a show about just us being grumpy and just want to talk shit about shit. No, we do want to talk shit, but we want fucking solutions. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Point blank, period. And if you want to be involved in the conversation, please come with a goddamn solution or at least some conversation about a solution. We know the fucking problem. Next week, there's going to be another fucking problem. The week after that, there will be another fucking problem, if not 10 more. This Asian guy shot up a motherfucking your digs this morning. That's what I woke up to. He shot 10 people, injured 10, killed 10, injured 10. And there's an Asian guy who did it. You'll never hear about them motherfuckers doing shit to each other. But even when they gangbang, it's a whole different. I was talking to my brother-in-law. It's a whole different thing. Like, they rob their own people because in that culture, they don't go and talk to nobody. They keep it within that group. LaShawn says,
Yep, that right.
another
there.
big thing is we have babies having babies and trying to be their kid's friend. Instead of parenting.
Yep, that's what I said.
Smoking and drinking and whatever. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, she's correct, 100%.
I have a son that'll be 24 at the end of this month, and I have a daughter that's 18, just turned 18.
Yeah.
And this is what I will tell you. I never did any of that shit with them. I never partied with them. I never smoked with them. I tried weed with my son, but he was already of age. He was already 20 something years old. You know what I'm saying? And that was inside the house. That shit wasn't like, we weren't in no motherfucking club. I ain't been in no I've never been to a club with my son or my daughter. Shit, I barely go to
Well,
clubs.
I was there when we went to Tino's show. It was at the hotel or whatever, and there was a bar there. Fool, don't be lying. You be lying.
I've never been to. No, bro. I've never been to one of Tino's shows.
Acting like somebody ain't there watching.
No. I've never been to any of his shows. I've never been to any of his shows.
Yes, dude. We went there with homie.
That was not Tino's show.
Texas.
That was not Tino's show.
It was Bodine's.
Yeah, Tino was not on stage with him.
But Tino was there. Tino was gonna open and do something there. I remember. I was
Yeah. You think I was gonna let him be at the bar?
There,
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're talking about something completely different. Anyways, no, as I said, I've never even come on, man. Even when my kid 17, 18, the only time I let him drink in front of me is when he turned 18 on his birthday party at the house, and I let him drink champagne.
I'll let you.
Come on, man.
I'm just messing with you, dude.
Come on, man. This is
Can't have a good time on your show?
not tonight.
All right.
This ain't that show. This ain't that show. Because the last thing we want anybody to do is think that this is a fucking joke.
No, we're not trying to.
No, but there are people out there that perceive it that way.
Nah, it's not.
Don't trust and believe. If they're out there doing the goofy, they're doing even more goofy than you think. So LaShawn says, hold on, Locorado Entertainment. Wait a minute, who said what first? Expect them to listen.
Locораdo's next. I teach my kids manners and how to act. If there's kids who act stupid with my kids, I want to talk to their parents. And if they act up, might have to slap some manners into them.
Okay, but I hope everybody's cool with you slapping some manners in their kids. That's the only.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, and that results to what we don't want today, and that's more violence.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. Understandable, but it results to more violence. Our thing is, how can we get to them? You know, if I sock anybody right now, man, I want to sock them mentally, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to sock them mentally. I want to sock them in their forehead so hard with some thoughts, man, that it makes them go home and literally sit there and think about that shit all night long. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do.
So LaShawn says, so what we can do as a community is to have a solution. We can have them, but we can try.
We can't save them, but we can try.
Right. We can't save them, but we can try. True indeed. She said building a safe haven
is what it's all about.
That's very true too, because these kids have nowhere to go, and half the time they got nothing to eat.
It's all about them needing to feel safe, you know, like.
And that's the most important thing. Most important thing she said. But we can try.
Right.
Yeah.
But see,
that's the whole basis of everything we doing right there. Trying.
No, we got to do. Trying is a backdoor word, man.
Well, you got to start off trying. Doing and trying is two different things.
No.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do it if you ain't never tried it?
First of all, in order to try, you have to do.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
In order to try, you have to do. That's why it's a backdoor word, because
it all coincides. It all coincides, but one can't work without the other. You know what I'm saying? Well, and that's pretty much it.
Once you try, you're doing. And from that point on, everything should be, because in my eyes and what I think, this show is doing. We ain't trying to do a motherfucking thing. We're doing. It's different. This try gives us a back door to, it's a back door to failure. It's a back door. Well, I tried. Fuck it. Motherfuckers don't want to listen. Oh, well. To do is to
you
constantly
try and you try again. It ain't I tried and I failed. Fuck it. No, you try again. You don't succeed if you stop trying.
See, tomatoes.
Yep, I do, but I don't.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the double-edged sword. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
But
either you will or you won't.
I'd rather be on the other end of trying and doing than anything else.
That's such kind of try.
I said and doing. Yeah. Fuck. LaShawn says, I'm working on my project, Renewed Live, to help homeless. A quarter of the homeless community is young teens. Ain't that some shit?
More power to you. That's right. That's right. I salute you on that one. I salute you on that one.
Are you saying kick their young ass out if they ain't abiding by the house rules?
Mm-mm.
Well, see, a lot of them think they can just go out there and be on their own. And you learn shit the hard way.
So you're a
You know?
proponent of all right, gone.
Hey,
Or
when
let me
we was
help you. Your
coming
shit's
up,
already packed.
when we was coming up, they always said one thing about one thing. If they always said one thing when I was in my household, life gonna teach you something.
True.
You know? So hey, you know, you want to walk out that door and you ain't got no fucking plans. So okay, well, life gonna teach you something. You know?
I want to ask LaShawn something specifically. Because she said she's working on a project renewed life to help with homelessness. Now, with that homelessness that you have planning, is there going to be any type of mental care, mental awareness, mental health awareness, job searching, or even teaching? Listen, my son was on an interview one time and was cursing on the fucking interview. And you would think he would know better because the house he grew up in, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I was just fucking smoking weed, man." Just like, you're not talking to your buddy, you're talking to somebody for a fucking job. Crazy. So there's a lot of things that need to be taught within just helping homelessness. I mean, you can give somebody a home, that don't mean shit. They can still abuse that shit. They can still not seek help. They can still just lay around, do absolutely motherfucking nothing.
Well, you know what? You can always click on that link, LaShawn, and you can tap in.
Yeah, you can tap in, click the link. By the way, for those of you out there, I've never said this, but if she decides to tap in, I'm gonna have to say it because she's gonna fucking. I know. That's my whole sister.
Yeah,
like for real. That's my sister. So if she does call in, be prepared. She's a different type of now. She's a
She
different
said
type
she
of
did.
she's dope. She's super cool.
You did what? No, don't call my phone. Tap the link if you're on Facebook. So scroll and actually go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and do it. So go to YouTube, unwrap. Renee. Damn, I'm telling you, government. Yeah, go to YouTube, type in unwrap, and then you'll see the live, and then you'll see the link that's fucking that's what you call it. You'll see the link. It's pinned. Okay, so this is for those of you who don't know, I don't like really putting my people out there like that, so I say LaShawn, but that is like my actual blood sister. So I ain't gonna warn nobody about nothing because she's a cold motherfucker.
She cold
Cold as shit. So
cold.
motherfuckers might not like what she got to say. We come from the same blood, so you already know.
But she colder. She colder. She definitely colder. She definitely.
Well, thanks a lot.
I like the confidence.
I just
I
got
like the confidence. He got so much confidence in you.
She cold.
Who does?
Him, he's so colder than you.
I love my brother, but I'm just saying, like,
My sister ain't on shit.
She cold.
She cold to other motherfuckers. She ain't cold to me.
She calculated. She got that.
Nah, I'll put it to you this way, Cali Blue. Maybe she need to be on this motherfucking show too, because I'm gonna tell you, my sister is a very fucking realist.
Mm-hmm.
She's the same way that I am. We think about like this, a lot of the same things.
Yep.
We are very focused on things that we want to do, and yeah, and now my niece popped in. See, we're not gonna have the whole family popping in and start saying shit.
Oh, here they are.
With my mom.
It's Yummer Summer.
Yummer Summers. Listen, this is a serious show. RL, I'm gonna need you to chill.
What up?
But hopefully she can chime in.
Uncle Oreo says, "What's up?"
Okay.
Oh,
this ain't a Zoom call with family, okay?
All right, my bad.
Jesus. But yeah, man, there's a lot to take in. I don't know. Is OT still here? What the fuck did he do?
I don't know. He tapped out. Y'all don't already know. The show is winding down, at least for me.
Of course. I'm surprised you was on this like damn long. But we need you, you know what I'm saying, especially when we start having a really good conversation. We need you to tap in. Of course, at this point right now, once you jump off, I'm gonna keep it going for a minute. You know what I mean? I'm gonna at least get an hour in, I think.
We already been on an hour.
Well, an hour and a half then, I mean. You know what I'm saying? Might as well. But if you out, my brother, go ahead, tap on out. You know what I'm saying? We already know we're gonna see you again.
Show you already know other obligations call. My day do not finish when I hop off of here. I still got other shit to go do.
Can I just say something real quick?
Preach.
To my people out there that are putting my fucking government online, don't do that.
Butchie.
Don't do that. LaShawn, you're gonna have to I'll send the link to your phone. And you can use your phone. I'll send the link to your phone right now. Come, can you guys harvest some conversation while I do this?
So basically, man, we always like to ask, what is the solution? Today's story was about basically a young man, 18-year-old man, trading a dog for a shotgun and killing his little brother.
I think it's a mental health issue. You know, I think it's something that we need to pay attention more.
He definitely has. And then in this particular situation, he definitely, I think, in my opinion, he has some mental situations that he need help with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And but the bottom line is how do we keep these guns out of these youngsters' hands, man? Like how do we do it? Like, you know, because like we said, it's not the guns, it's the guns in the wrong people's hands. And our kids do not need to be having guns. They thought process isn't capable for them to be, you know, having guns. Then they have it like the shit is a game. You know what I mean? And we already know once you go, there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So we've had a lot of people say some solutions. He said start a challenge, hashtag, you know what I'm saying? I think we should work on that, you know. We need to start somewhere. We need to start doing it somehow. And you know, I think that's a great start, you know. Hopefully in the future, like we said, we can when things get, you know, a little bit stronger, a little bit better, we can move around and you know, host some shows or something and talk to some young kids. You know, maybe we can get some parents to bring some kids in. Maybe we can get some grandparents to bring some kids in. I don't know.
Come on, man. We ain't doing scared straight. We ain't doing scared straight.
No, we ain't doing scared straight. We ain't doing scared straight. You know what I'm saying? We just want them to get the understanding. You know,
I sent you the link on your phone. You can tap in with your phone.
But so that's basically it, man. You know, and I appreciate everybody tapping in with their solutions. You know what I'm saying? Locorado, LaShawn, you know what I'm saying? Everybody tapping in. OT, he disappeared. I don't know where he went, but good looking out. You know what I'm saying? Guest of the show, I forgot your name.
Native One.
Native One. Appreciate you stepping in. You already know you're a friend of the show now. Anytime you can tap in. You know what I'm saying? We always welcome everybody back. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I would like to hear a lot more about the shelter thing and what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? I have an idea that I've been working on. I've been kind of sitting on it for a minute. But I have what I called a little nonprofit I call Recycle the Feed. And basically what I would do is I would go around and ask the community, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know money is tight. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, people want to donate, but they can't donate. I don't want your money. I just want your plastic goods and your aluminum cans. I go sell that and I'll use that money to feed the homeless. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, that's something different.
Yeah, very different. You ain't got to dig in your pocket to want to help out. All you got to do is all that recyclable stuff that you gonna throw away. No, get that to me. You know what I'm saying? I'll go take that to the place I need to sell it to, and the proceeds I will use that money to feed the homeless. It's simple. It's simple. Nobody got to go bankrupt. Nobody got to say, oh, I can't do it.
Turn it down.
We have LaShawn in the building. Your camera's off. You got to turn your mic on. You may have to tap out and tap back in. And make sure you go through the procedure correctly. Hold on, let me see. I can see that. Okay, there's your mic. Your mic's working. But you're in control of your camera. There she is.
There you go.
That's my whole sister, by the way.
Wait a minute, I ain't want my camera on. I thought I turned my camera off.
See, now she sound like she 80. See? All right, go ahead. Go ahead, LaShawn.
Okay, so you posed the question in regards to
See how she
mental-
went from black to white?
mental issues, and
Right.
that's my number one factor here with the process of my project, is because 90% of these shelters is that's the only thing that they do is shelter. They
Yeah.
bring them in, they give them a place to sleep, they feed them, maybe even bathe them, let them shower.
Let me talk real quick. Let's because you have a totally just different perspective, and you've had young men that you've raised in your life. You've seen a lot of things. You've dealt with a lot of issues. As far as like within the melanated community, you know what I'm saying? What do you see the biggest issue and the biggest problem is?
The biggest issue, and I'm here. The biggest issue and the biggest problem is, it starts from home. We
Right.
don't know, what type of environment they're in.
Right.
They say that you shouldn't be a product of your environment, but it's hard. My doctor was actually raised in Cabrini Green, and she said that she, decided very early in her life that she wasn't going to be a product of her, environment, and she became a doctor.
And by the way, for those of you who don't know, Cabrini Greens was a project here in Chicago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed everybody's
People don't-
introductions and things like that. But yeah, it was one of the biggest projects here in Chicago. But it starts from home.
Yeah.
And in our community, in the Black community, let's just keep it 100. There was no well, let me have my child talk to a counselor, or my child might need therapy, or whatever the case may be. That was unheard of. We didn't do those types of things. You listened, you did what you were told, and that was that. Just like the gentleman was saying, you got you did something wrong down the street. That's how I was raised. My family been over here on the west side of Chicago for over 50 years. And, half of the people that are still there, you did something, they're going to bring you home, and then you're going to get your ass whooped again for what you did. And that's the problem now, because of all of this. Oh, you and your kids telling you they're going to call the police on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know
and
what
see,
I'm saying?
that law, in my opinion, that law fucked a lot of shit up. Because once they realized that, it was a wrap.
Let me tell you something. I was part of that shit. My daughter called the police on me. She was 18. But you know what? And I didn't put my hands on her physically. I told her if she didn't stop talking shit, I was going to cut her tongue out her mouth. She called the police on me. Right? This is real shit. The first officer that arrived, he said, well, we could take you in for domestic. Thank God the sergeant came. They went through my whole house. They said, oh my God, you got a beautiful home. And, it's full of food, because I had just went to the grocery store. That's the reason her and I had an argument, because she told me she wasn't going to bring in no groceries. And I told her, well, I bet not see you eat a piece of bread up in here. You can't bring in the groceries. You better not eat a piece of bread. And she studied talking and mumbling under her breath. And I told her, keep talking. I'm going to come in there and cut your tongue out your goddamn mouth. The sergeant came in and he said what she needed was an old-fashioned ass whooping. I said, well, damn, I just threatened her. So just imagine if I'd have put my hands on her. My right hand to God, the man gave me his card. He said, next time, just call me. I'll referee. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, nobody really gets hurt. He told her, he said, when I was growing up, if I had to say something to my mama like that, I wouldn't have any teeth in my mouth.
Exactly.
He's like, you got somewhere to go? Because we could take you. You want to pack a bag and go somewhere? And then afterwards, I told her, I said, now what if they'd have taken me to jail? What would you have done?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Kids
saying?
don't
Shit like
think of-
that.
they don't think of they only think of the immediate solution. They don't think
They
of
don't
like,
think
the whole
about. See, that's what I'm saying. They're too young to think about the consequences, the after effects. There's a cause and there's an effect. Everything is immediate.
Absolutely. So, I don't know, like I said, there's a lot of behavioral issues out here. We don't know, what type of environment, these kids came from. A lot of these, young men out here gang banging shit, they out there searching for something. What they searching for, we don't know. They are
man, real man. Let me
somebody
tell you
that
something.
says they care, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, I done gang bang, I didn't had care.
Hey. Shh. We don't snitch. No self snitching.
I would say
Okay.
that's your mama call. So, we have to see what they're searching for. We have to get to the root cause. My son was murdered. Was murdered at 15 because of some Facebook boxing. One of the boys that he played basketball with was into it with somebody else.
Yeah.
And they came through gunning for that boy. It was 4 of them, and my son was the only one that got shot. Now, this was somebody that was a straight A student. He was on honor roll. He was in mentor programs. He was in the FBI mentor program. He aspired to be a basketball player, but he said if he didn't make it, he was going to go into education and become a mentor himself and things like that.
Right.
So it's like, and then I found out that the boys who actually shot him, he was 15. They were 14 and 15.
It's crazy.
No witnesses. The only witness they had, they couldn't find her.
So this is what we keep talking about, and again, and to everybody and anybody that's watching right now or is gonna tune in later, listen and understand something. I know my audio sounds fucked up. I'm gonna get that fixed. But we all understand all this shit. And we don't want this show or anybody to perceive it as just old people fucking arguing about some shit or disgruntled or whatever motherfuckers may think, because that's how it's. No, I'm just saying, because people may see it as like, oh, them old motherfuckers just mad because they ain't got it as easy as us. They mad because they didn't have the internet. They mad, you know what I mean? It could be a fucking multitude of things.
Or like one guy told me, I'm mad because I'm falling off the earth. I'm old.
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
I think so again, let me just clear the air one more time. This is not a show about arguing different things and who's been through worse and who's done this and who's done that, who hadn't had this. We are really truly trying to find solutions.
Exactly.
And as my boy OG Kelly Blue said, and I shouldn't even say that, my man's OG Kelly Blue said at the beginning of the show, we're gonna start off always with a problem. And then we're gonna talk about that problem. But at the end of the show, it's about the solutions.
Absolutely.
Let's be very clear, people. When you watch this show and you understand, and you get deeper into it, you understand that this is the move, man. This is the move. This is really all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like using all that. Like I almost said it like a bag of chips. My mom used to say that shit all the time. Mom, stop saying that, please. It's all that in a bag of chips. But maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? We're having open dialogue. open dialogue always leads to, intelligent conversation about whatever the fucking problem we're trying to solve.
As the
And
old
again,
saying says, reach one, teach one.
right.
So, you like I said, you can't save them all, but we can try. We have to put forth an effort, to do something. It even says it in the Bible. Everybody can't go. Also says it's going to be mother against father. Mother against daughter, father against son. So we have all of that.
No, but that's the thing,
going
LaShawn.
against us.
We know this
We have to
shit.
find out the root cause.
We know this shit already. God damn, my mic sounds fucked up. I promise you, people, it's gonna be fixed. I just got some new equipment. I don't know how to use it.
What do we know? What do we know?
We know that it's father against son. It's mother against daughter. We know that there's destitute. We know that there's a split of family. We know all of these things. We know it. But ain't shit being done about it.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do? I remember you saying that, you were gonna set up. You guys had a venture going on too, as far as like opening up a non-profit and opening up a music studio for kids.
Yeah,
and
it was called 16 Bars, and it's still in the forefront of my mind. It's still in the, you know what I mean. But
procrastination is the number one issue for those that are supposedly wanting to do something.
First of all, we're not procrastinating.
Yeah, we become complacent. I was complacent. I just got a boost. You know what I'm saying? I just got a boost. Like, I tried to establish this back in 2008. But it'll be established. It'll be established this year, though.
Well, amen to that. Amen to that.
You see that let me just speak real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
And that, for everybody listening and what's being said here, you hear what LaShawn just said. She started this a long time ago, but she never let it go. She never let it stop, and she kept on going. And now it's all happening. Mm-hmm. Ideas take time. Mm-hmm. Inventions take time.
Absolutely. And it's in all God.
Movement takes time.
It all takes time. The thing that I'm trying to do, recycle to feed. I thought about that years ago.
Sean, did you hear about what he said? What his nonprofit was? Go ahead, explain it to him, Callie.
So basically, my nonprofit is I want to do something to feed the homeless. Possibly clothe the homeless, whatever. So I have what I call Recycle to Feed, which basically I'm asking the community to give me their plastic bottles, their aluminum cans, the things that they would throw away that I could recycle. I'll go recycle that and use that money to feed the homeless. Nobody got to reach into their bank accounts. Nobody got to say, well, I ain't got nothing to give. What you was going to throw away, that aluminum can, that Coke can you just about to throw away, let me have that.
Amen to that.
You know what I'm saying? I thought about this. I thought about this maybe.
But you got to put it to work. God will provide all the provisions. Trust and believe in that.
Most definitely. But I at the time when I thought about it, I was going through some things myself. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really do it. But now I'm in a better position. So trust me, I got paperwork already set up. I just got to get out there and just do my thing, but in between kids and football and, I just got to make it happen.
You got to make it happen. Guess what?
Sometimes
we have to sometimes work 14, 16-hour days. You know what I'm saying? To make things happen. And you got to go in with the mindset of no doubts, no worries, no fears, no barriers, no limitations, and be consistent.
With no problem. That's the reassurance to yourself that none of that is a fucking problem.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. My obligations is calling me.
Okay, real quick though, I want to say something about your nonprofit, and just real quick for anybody out there that's listening and thinking about a nonprofit, just because you have the idea, sometimes the universe or your spirit or God or whatever you pray to, the chair in your fucking living room, sometimes it puts it on you that maybe you have to sit down, think about that for a minute. Just because you didn't do it at that very moment doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you failed.
Mm-mm.
It means that maybe you have to think this through a little bit better so you don't make a half-ass step.
Longer. Mm-hmm.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Maybe
And you'll get no's. You'll get no's with, like people that you're trying to reach out to. But guess what? You know what that no means to me? Next fucking opportunity.
Okay.
Next
But see,
opportunity.
that's
It's
what I
not
love
where
so much.
it's not where God wanted me to be or the people God wanted me to be in tune with. So next opportunity, and go knock on the next door.
But see, you know what? That's what I love so much about this. Because if I was asking you for money, I would expect a million no's.
Right.
But the thing is, I'm asking you for something that you're about to throw away anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway,
And
so I'm not expecting to hear. I'm not expecting to hear a whole bunch of no's on that.
Right. I'll
You know
come
what I'm
pick it
saying?
up. You just put it in a bag for me.
Exactly.
I'll come pick it up. You
Exactly.
ain't got to do nothing but put it in a bag.
That's
God
all I
bless
need you to do.
Yep. God bless you.
Oh wait, it stopped with the cracking.
Do you have a link or something?
Right
OG
now,
Cali Blue,
as far
that's how you reach him. OG Cali Blue, Cadillac Chronicles, DM his ass, and that's for everybody.
Yeah, website
Cadillac
or
Chronicles.
something. Get that together.
Oh, I'm definitely working on it. My
Yeah.
brother is a paralegal, so he's getting the paperwork all together for me. You know what I mean?
Okay, but I want to tell you something. By the way, this is the very point of this type of fucking conversation, this type of shit. Because I'm going to tell you, Cali Blue, you're in a room of people that know how to write up nonprofit shit.
Yep.
And if that's what you're supposed to be doing, bro, see how the wheels and the shit works?
Mm-hmm.
We were just doing the show. You didn't know that I know, and this person and that person, they know how to do shit. They can make that shit happen overnight. Grants and funds and everything else, by the way. Just don't abuse them.
Hell yeah.
They be sent. There's money out there to be got to help that organization, to help that shit.
Where are you at?
He's in
I'm
California.
in California.
Oh my God. There's so much trash out there.
Exactly. Exactly.
We were just out there last year, and I think I had talked to Cali about it. I was like, man,
that's how California stays floating.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
see, the thing about it is, I really want to get it to where I can get corporate donations, because the corporates, they waste so much. They waste so much.
Clearly.
You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying? So
they do.
if I can get the corporate donations, then I'm definitely winning, along with the community. And see, my thing is, what I would do for the corporation is that I would have my community flyer, and every corporation that donates to my program, they would get free advertising in my community flyer. So it revolves. You know what I mean?
That's a very that sounds good in the scheme of things, but that's a slippery slope, because then when money gets involved and we're talking about multi-billion-dollar corporations, there's that's a slippery slope. And unless you got your real P's and Q's about you, because money talks, man, real shit. If a motherfucker,
oh, I know that.
If your nonprofit they're gonna tell you, okay, on all your flyers, fuck the flyers. We're gonna make you commercials now. We're gonna put all of our shit on that. Now you a bitch to the corporation, because now they paying you really in pocket. They behind the scenes, they done gave you a couple mil. They're like, okay, now you're my boy. B-O-Y, not boy, as in hood.
Oh no,
like my nigga.
I'm not.
But
that's why everything I do as far as like
it takes that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some things that as long as you're not losing your soul. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If
I
it
was just
takes
about to
you,
say.
you know what I'm saying, advertising or whatever for a conglomerate, then so be it. As long as
Somebody
you're
has to be
able,
willing to be the martyr, though.
yeah, as long as you're willing to.
Someone has to be the martyr.
And look, you
And
might even have to
nowadays,
start off. You might even, like if you're really pushing for this, like I said, you got your nonprofit, get your website up. You might even have to have a truck and go around and pick up trash yourself. As far I'm talking about on the roads,
Mhm.
Oh,
uh,
I've done it. I've done it. That's why I know what I'm talking about. I used to do it myself when we first moved here.
okay.
I've done it. You know what I'm
So
saying?
there
Like
you go.
I actually I had a Cadillac, and I was going around picking them up in my Cadillac, going to sell them. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I didn't been in the grit and the grind of it too. So
Yeah,
it's nothing.
rent you a U-Haul for 4 hours, $19.99. Goddamn it, and go around there and get it if you ain't got no pickup truck.
Mhm.
It's always, well, as they say, is where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Until you fully get established. So how do you plan on feeding them and clothing them? Do you have like
Set plan.
a site that they could come to, or are you just gonna be
Well,
on the block
to
one day?
start off with, to start off with, because it's so spread out that I would have to go to them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
That's always.
I would have to go to them. And a lot of times, like they're at the parks. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain spots where they hang out at.
Oh
So
man, I
so
seen all the tents. God damn it! I was like, what the?
yeah, yeah. So I would have to go to them. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's how I would do it. I wouldn't expect
pop
them to
up.
come to me because
Yeah, you'd have to
it's
do pop-ups. I used to do that. We used to
exactly,
feed the homeless
exactly.
and
You know
do
what I'm saying?
pop-up. We
Exactly.
would let them know a few days in advance, hey, we're going to be out here with sandwiches when it was cold, chili and soups and different stuff like that. Do pop-ups all over the place. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm thinking of starting. And it will evolve from there. And then eventually, hopefully,
absolutely.
you get a building or whatever. But that's the start. I got to go to them.
I have full faith in you, my brother, and I know if you're consistent with what you're trying to do, that that it will evolve. It will.
Most definitely. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, Kelly Blue, get your ass up out of there. I know you dying to leave.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man. I'll see y'all on the next show. Y'all have a good one.
You
We're
too.
gonna have LaShawn on this motherfucker. Oh, we got the drill sergeant back in the building finally.
Salute.
Salute, man, my guy. We're probably gonna have LaShawn on the show, a couple more times. You know what I'm saying? LaShawn. So OT, we have LaShawn Zollicoffer in the motherfucking building.
Hello.
She
How you
is
doing? How you doing?
Hey, how you
I've
doing?
been listening a little bit. Yeah, yes, ma'am. I've been listening to some of your information.
we're gonna let this podcast ride
Wrap it
just a
up.
little bit.
Let's wrap it up.
I can't
No,
hear
we're not
him.
wrapping it up.
Hold
We're not wrapping it up.
I can't hear what he was just saying. I'm sorry.
Here we go. Sorry, but can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I'm about to use my big boy voice. Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Okay. And where are you?
I'm out here in
California. He's in Stockton.
You're
Northern
he's in
California.
Stockton?
Yes, sir.
dirty
Yes,
Stockton.
ma'am.
Oh my God. God bless you.
He born and raised there.
Oh my God. God bless you.
And tell the truth, I came back to this after international travel. So
all right, y'all need to stop like fucking reminiscing and shit.
No, I was trying to hear what the young man was saying about. He said he was listening in, and that's all I got.
That young man is older than you. That young man is older than you.
Whatever.
So
by the way, OT, real quick, drill sergeant, real quick, because I call her LaShawn on here because I don't during the show, but then it fucked around and I had to tell the truth. I had to tell the truth. This is my whole sister.
Whole 10-4.
Yeah, this is like, this is my blood sister. This ain't
It's
like,
blood,
oh, my
right,
friend, my friend, or anything like that. This is my whole sister.
right,
Okay,
So,
what
yes.
that mean? All right, let the young man say what he was about to say.
So
Jesus
what I was saying
Christ.
was definitely about what you was talking about. Where there's a will and
Renee.
way, I jumped in on the understanding of doing something, and I've been talking to my man Heat. Hey, you got to do something. All that we gonna talk about it. We could need if I win the lottery, I'm gonna get some money. If somebody give me something, I heard you mention that if you need to make some move, you go down to U-Haul, you spend your little $20, you get your hour, you make a little money, you double back up, you get it for 2 hours
Absolutely.
next time. You get it done. You do something. I
Do
got a young
something.
man I'm trying to mentor right now. He talking that same old, well, I'm gonna start a business. Well, go start it. Get it done. Get you a chainsaw because a lot of trees have fell out here due to this weather. Get you a damn saw. You can rent one or I heard people buy it and then take it back.
Absolutely.
So you get your saw out, get some stuff cut, make some wood, and put some money in your pocket.
Put some
So
money.
do something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Change your economics. Don't talk about it. Don't wish about it. We not Buddhists. We don't. I don't mean somebody might be. We might. You don't sit up under a tree or
We have a
pray to a rock.
disclaimer. Drill sergeant. We got a disclaimer.
Like the Nike sign, just do it.
Do it. Yes. 100.
Absolutely.
100.
Now, so big drill sergeant. Earlier, LaShawn was talking about her nonprofit opening a shelter
Right.
for homeless.
Yes.
And
yes.
she sparked on something that I found that it was intriguing.
Okay.
That there is 1/4 of homeless people are fucking teenagers.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that to me was very surprising. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to look into because I don't trust her stats. But
Like
Oh.
that's something, boy. I
Well,
do
it
my
makes sense
research.
because,
Trust and believe me.
no, I'm fucking with you. But
they're most
Oh, I
likely
know.
running from something,
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I said that most of these shelters, they don't get to the root cause
Yeah,
of
exactly, 'cause
the person's
they're
issue.
they're only
And
there to
that's where
shelter.
mine is geared. Yeah, mine is geared
Give them a
towards
safe
me.
haven.
Because if we can't fix you, you're not gonna, be able to, be established, be
Right.
restored,
And
to
then
be,
Right.
a productive person in society.
Speak.
Exactly.
well, then you got to
Speak.
understand. You got to understand too that a person has to feel safe in order to want to be able to even open up to you.
Oh,
So that,
absolutely.
Speak.
that's the thing that
Speak.
I see your shelter being a positive because a lot of, like you said, that's all they're there for is to shelter people. That's it. Not there to
That's
get
it,
to
and
the
that's
root
all.
cause of
Give them
what's
like
actually
being in jail. By like being in jail, giving them a cot and a meal.
why they're
Right.
homeless to begin with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's a lot of stuff that we overlook in society today is actually what the root cause is. Why is that person on the run? Why does that person need to have
What are they
shelter, and
looking
why do
for?
they need
Yes.
to feel safe?
Right.
And once we start doing that and we can actually understand what actually is the fucking problem,
Yeah,
instead
absolutely.
of beating the fucking dead horse that's
You
never
know,
gonna
I didn't realize about
serial killers.
mental issues really.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That it is real.
Right.
It is.
But for the past, I want to say maybe 10 years now. Because I grew up with my grandmother raising me, and it was like, suck that shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Suck it up and keep it moving.
Maybe that's what they need
you
now.
know,
Suck it up.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's
But-
real. Everybody copes with things differently.
I always say
nowadays.
that one man's trash is another man's kingdom. So what we may struggle with, someone else may walk through it like, this is what your fucking problem is.
Right.
You stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One
Yeah.
man's trash is another man's kingdom. So that's that's heavy within itself because getting help and doing whatever. But sometimes if you are just a person they can speak to and feel comfortable with, right?
Yeah.
And in order to feel comfortable with somebody, like I would not feel comfortable talking about my personal shit to anybody, even a therapist.
Right.
If that therapist has something that I can relate to, it makes it better. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm just the
I
opposite.
don't want to hear.
I'm the
Excuse me?
opposite. I'm an open book, you know,
Right.
because I am a testimony, right? So if I can give you,
Very
you
fast.
know what I'm
I can
saying,
verify
what
that.
I've walked through,
Mhm.
that will probably help you to say, hey, you know,
But that's
if
what I'm
I
saying,
can do
LaShawn.
it,
That's what I'm
if
saying.
I can do
But-
it, so can you.
Right. Right.
But so with that though, with what you said, that there's no therapist that you could talk to. But what if you let yourself feel vulnerable and you actually let that person in rather than show you?
There's a lot of fear in
You
that.
know what I mean? So yeah.
Well,
so
There's a lot of fear
check
in
this
that.
out. Check this out, y'all. Let me give y'all something.
mentality of that.
Drill sergeant,
You know.
speak up.
Go ahead.
You got to
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
up, drill sergeant.
Yeah,
Well,
hold-
everybody
I'm
wants to
getting
speak
to it.
up,
I'm
and
getting
I'm
to
not
it.
able to
We all
speak what I
talk.
want to say.
Chill.
So why am I even on the show, dude?
Don't Chris this shit out, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Everybody talks. They're all listening.
Nobody's fucking gonna let me talk.
Right. Let him speak.
All right.
Speak.
Okay. Well, he
There you
got
go.
upset. Yeah, he's
Okay.
gone. He got upset. He
Well,
got
see-
upset. He didn't feel like he was being heard. The fact of the matter is,
Exactly.
when you have a discussion with people, it's going to fluctuate. It's going to have its moments. It's going to, I'm not over here mad about anybody interrupting me or anybody saying anything or doing anything. You know what I'm saying? It is
Right.
what it is.
Maybe that was an emotional topic for him.
Right. Hey,
Maybe,
speak on it.
maybe.
Speak on it.
Yeah,
So
maybe he
you might
needed
have
to get it
update
out.
later. Right. Exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
he did, but you wasn't listening. He wasn't listening. Maybe but he'll
It
calm
happens.
down in a second,
Okay,
and
okay.
hopefully we'll still be on there, and he can speak his mind after he calms the fuck down.
Send him my apologies. But I'm
No, it's all good. It's all good. He'll listen. He's one of those kind of thinkers that, like,
It's okay. Yeah, he got that.
he gets emotional,
Right.
and then he goes and he thinks about it. He says, "You know what? Okay, maybe I overdid it." And then he'll come back. I don't know if we're gonna still be online and still doing this, but I have all faith. I know this kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm married to them. I'm married to the mob. You know what I'm saying?
To the mob. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is, and I know how he is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But LaShawn, you were saying?
No, I was listening to what is it? OT?
OT. Roger that.
Yeah.
Drill sergeant. No, he's drill sergeant.
Okay.
So and like I said, it ain't just a nickname. It is what I do. So at the beginning of our conversation at about an hour and a half ago, I spoke on when they first joined the military, and you would be surprised as we speaking on this homeless situation, how many percentage-wise come into the military with nothing. I've had them come in with a bag. That's all they got. Some of them aged out of the foster care program. Some of them, their dad said, okay, your ass is 18, get the hell out. Your mom said that to them. I've got men and women both doing that. I've got them come out of the college program. Their scholarships ran out and they got no money. So
hey, drill.
Go.
DR.
Go.
Drill sergeant.
Go.
See, that's why I posed the question to you, because the military deals with like a broader thing of fucking culture, right?
Way across. We
so,
reach
like,
cultures, ages, everything.
So to think in the respect of thinking of the United States as a whole, right? A lot of different cultures, a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
How do we? This is what I'm saying. Like, if listen, truth be told, what I was trying to say is, if we're able to use the man system against them, we always gonna win. We're gonna win.
I don't know about win, but we're gonna damn sure fight.
We put up a damn good fight. Yep. Put up a damn good fight. Yeah.
Put up a damn fight. And
but if you understand my logic behind that is, if you understand the system, then you understand how to do something. Because even in the military, they take a little bit out of the Jim Crow too.
Yes, of course. It's because it's in the system. It's part of it. There ain't no. It's part. It's always been part of it. To include the jail system has always been part of the Jim Crow thing. They turn you loose. Imagine this: you turn you loose as a free man. You've been a slave 20 years, whatever. They turn you loose. You free now. You ain't got no money. You got no way. but you're free to do
You
what
ain't
you
got
want
no
to do.
real proprietary
Now,
skills.
now you ain't even got nothing to do. You ain't got no way to eat. Now you go steal something. Guess what happened to you?
You going to jail
Okay. Okay,
And they
but
got the
wait.
jail
Let's
on the line.
if
backtrack.
they
Let's
don't
backtrack.
kill you.
Yes, if
Let's
yeah,
backtrack. Let's
exactly. Go.
backtrack.
If they
Let's
don't
Take it
kill you.
backtrack.
Take it back. Take it back. Go.
See the,
Go.
see the difference between like how Native One fucking took that shit. It's like, man, this is an open forum, and I told him,
Right.
you know, you got to know how to speak up. So,
Right.
like, even if I said let's backtrack, have your shit together. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all it is. But anyways, with all of that shit you guys are saying, with
Right.
all of that shit being said, like, let's really look at it. Like, you know,
Look.
you know, now we're blaming the prison system. Now we're blaming this.
No, not
this
blaming.
and
No. Don't get it wrong. It ain't blaming
Cause and
shit.
effect.
It is
Cause and
what it
effect.
is.
Cause and effect.
Call a dog what it is. Call a coon. Call whatever you want. It is what it is. And if you don't believe me, you can Google it and find out that it is.
First of all, this is the other thing we're talking about earlier. Is stop relying on the internet for your information.
Yeah, get a book. It's there. Put it in print. You know, they
Read,
always said that. Hide it. Put it in print. They won't read it. Don't worry about it.
They hide it in print.
Yeah, hide it in print.
Because some of these motherfuckers don't know how to read between the goddamn lines.
They ought to read, period, let alone between the lines. Shit.
I can't believe LaShawn ain't saying shit, but maybe she listened. Maybe she muted herself. Maybe she ain't.
I mute myself. I'm just listening. There's always a time. Yep, I'm exactly taking it in.
Okay.
I was just marinating on the fact that the drill sergeant said that, you know, they have kids there that have aged out of the system, and it's just like a confirmation to me because part of my project was in regards to the kids that are aging out of the system, and they have issues. Why didn't my parents want me? You know what I'm saying? Or my mother was a drug addict, or you know what I'm saying? Nobody deals with the root cause of, you know, these kids that are searching for something. And that just, you know, did something to me when I heard, you know, kids that are aging out of, you know, the system and going into the military. But you know, it could be a good thing for them, you know. It could be a good thing for them, you know, because it does teach discipline.
What? Say it.
Stability. Give stability.
And they have stability, and they could come out with a career, you know.
Yes. Right.
If they you know,
but when we talk about the mental part of it, let's focus on that real quick, because I was in the military. My brother was in the military. You know what I'm saying?
I have a lot of family. My father was in the military. My other brothers were in the military. My daughter is in the military. So
right.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing: everybody goes in for different reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
My reason was dumb as fuck, but you know, talk about me because I was dumb as fuck, anyways. But what you do, you know, it depends on the person and it depends on how mindset is. You know, John, since I've already put it out there, we were raised. We had a tumultuous mother that was always doing shit, but there were certain things that she always instilled to us. She instilled us to instill things like our vernacular, how we expressed ourselves.
Speak. I remember you saying that. You told your mom said speak proper. Don't just be lazy and use curse words.
Just because we hear in this area doesn't mean we have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? First impressions, these kinds of things. Shake your hand. You know what I mean? She was telling me how to do what a grown man should have told me.
That's right. Right.
But at the same time, she was really, really, really fucked up.
Right.
Which really, 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 really fucked us all up.
Right.
I mean, I'm being dead serious.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Since everybody already knows this is my sister, like if I'm lying, I'm dying.
True. Sounds true to me.
It was, and it still is to this day a struggle to deal with the hypocrisy of my mother's talk and her actual actions. and I'm fucking a grown ass man.
Right.
My sister is a grown ass woman,
Woman. Yes.
and some of those things still haunt us. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean we're out here like fucking being goofy?
Doing dumb
Nah,
shit. Yeah, right.
nah.
That gonna stay
But
there.
also too, we're older. You know what I mean? And it took us years to even figure that shit out. That's how long it takes when you know what I'm saying? I would never have thought I would be doing a show like this right now 30 years ago. Was it in my mind?
It doesn't haunt me.
But it wasn't
It
important.
it doesn't haunt me. You know,
You
everything.
understand what I mean? I don't mean it directly like that.
Right. You know,
Relax, killer.
R.I.P. Patty. That's all I gotta say. R.I.P. Patty. R.I.H.
Right.
Rest in heaven. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And I did hold resentments in my younger years.
Right. That's normal.
You know, I held resentments. However, you know, I got through that by the grace of God. So, you know, and since I've been where a lot of these people are at now, that's why I'm focusing my energies on trying to help the next person.
Yeah, and I think you're 100% right about that, LaShawn, because it's like once we hit like a certain epicenter in our lives, we're like, you know what? I know some things, and I need to be. There's a calling, so to speak, in your mind that says, I need to be telling these motherfuckers some shit.
Absolutely.
I really need to be a part of.
Everybody is born with a gift, and it's
Yes.
how we use it.
Yeah, if we're aware of it, part of that is being aware.
That's
what we talked about. Either you're gonna be part of a solution or you're gonna be part of the problem.
Absolutely.
By choices you
well,
make.
The easiest route, drill sergeant, the easiest route, and this is something that I know that the military focuses on. The easiest route that people think is just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do that. The bad shit. The bad shit is a lot harder to do than the easy shit. Easy shit takes nothing. The bad shit takes everything. It takes frustration, high blood pressure, worried about this, worried about that. How'd you do it? How you gonna lie about this? There's a lot of things going on with that. The easy part is just to be easy. Does that make sense?
No, I beg to differ.
Well, there's X amount of muscles to smile, which is less than the amount of muscles to fucking frown.
Absolutely. But we're talking about
different.
it's easier for somebody to go out there and say, you know what? I'm going out here on this corner and sling these bags, than for them to get up and say, you know what? I'm going to go out here and fill out applications, or I'm going to go online and fill out applications and try to get me a job.
Okay,
everybody
great.
Wants the easy way.
No, I hear you 100%. But is that easy way really that easy? The easy way is never fucking easy. The easy way is actually harder.
It's just more consequences.
You do more work. It's still hard work. And the thing about it is like some of us have had the ability to understand that ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't that. Because for me to get up and go to work every day is much easier than me having to worry about being shot. You gotta
get that job first.
Come on, man. Look, it's just me and you right now.
I'm talking about the person. The person has to get that job first. You know?
Oh, yeah. But securing a job is more easy than securing dope.
You think it is?
Well, I know in my day it was. I know in your day it was. They had to know who you was. They had to know where you came from. They had to know a lot of things before they even fuck with you.
All right.
Know what I'm saying?
If you say so.
Well, I don't know. In New York, it was like that. In Cali, when I was in Cali doing my thing, it was like that. So
Well,
But this ain't really about
it,
like
it
selling gold.
wasn't here. It just to say that it wasn't here.
Okay, well, that's beautiful. Hey, listen, LaShawn,
Yep, we got to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem.
absolutely. Now, here's the thing. We gotta end this right now. We're working on 2 hours. I want you to tell everybody how to find you. I want you to tell everybody about your nonprofit. I want you to give your biggest spew. You know what I'm saying? Your biggest spew of who you are, what you do, and how it's working and everything. You know what I'm saying? Let the
Well,
people
right now,
know.
everyone can just find me on Facebook. I have not established my website just yet to throw a link out there. My nonprofit is called Renewed Life, a
Spell it
house.
out for them. They're kind of stupid. They're kind of stupid, and I say this all the time. Spell it out. Is there any capitals, any caps, anything? Just spell it out.
Spell
Renewed. Some
which
people,
one? Renewed.
yeah, whatever
Yeah,
websites or whatever you have, make sure you
it's
spell them out.
capital
Spell it out.
capital RENEWED Life, LIFE, capital F, and it's
Dot
a house of restoration, and it's geared
dot.
towards homelessness.
No, but is it .com? Dot.
I just
You know what I
told
mean?
you I haven't even established that. That's in the works for this week to
Okay.
establish my I mean, I have a email address, renewedlife66@gmail.com.
Spell it out for
Um,
me.
I just spelled it out.
No, no.
RENEWEDLIFE66@gmail.com.
Gmail. That is Gmail, right?
That is Gmail. G as in
Okay.
George.
Okay. Just didn't hear you at that moment.
Yes.
Anything now. Before you leave this prestigious stage,
Okay.
give your how should I say mantra or said you know statement, mission statement. Even if it doesn't exist, go with your gut and tell the people what the fuck it is.
Restoring you to greatness. Let me tell you, it's established, like I said, well, geared towards finding the root cause of someone who's homeless, why they're out there, what their issues are, to restore them back to be, become a productive member of society. And as I
Yeah.
stated, most shelters are only there to shelter. They're not geared
Right.
towards finding the root cause, whether it's behavior or whether it's drug addiction. Another fourth of the homeless population is veterans.
Right.
There's, half of it is families, a fourth of it is veterans, and another fourth of it is young adults, young
Mhm.
teens. So, we're trying to, find the root cause why they're out there. There's so many issues. Some are battered, women, battered men, who knows,
Yeah.
veterans that don't, have any, have PTSD and things like that, or shell shocked and stuff like that. And then we have, the young teens, young adults, they're searching for something, so we want to find the root cause so we can restore them to become a product, productive member of society.
Sounds very, very, very beautiful. Sounds like you got a good handle on the situation. Sounds like you got a good handle on things that may or may not come your way. If you don't mind, I'm gonna end this off, but I got some things to say, so let's go with that.
Okay.
Hmm.
10-4. Roger that.
There's a lot of things that we unpacked tonight. Okay. there are a couple of things we may have even found a solution for, or at least a movement, right?
Right.
Understand something. Understand something. This show is not about just being, talking shit and just saying things that may or may not matter to the actual viewer. And if you're just like a random viewer, you're probably not in tune to what we're really trying to do. And I would tell you, if you don't understand it, because equal opportunity employers over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't paying, but you can still be employed. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. We we
Voice.
we
Voice.
we
Well, everybody has
we
a
want
voice.
to get information. Yes. Everybody has a voice, everybody has shit, but we're here to motivate. We're not here to just be like, oh, we just old motherfuckers talking shit like how the good old days was. No, we're not. We are not. We are not. I
And
promise you.
and excuse me, because I've heard you say that several times. So is it that did someone make that statement or something?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's just books that I've read and things that I've done. But thank you for interrupting my ending.
I just wanted, because you said that several times, and I just
No. I
wanted
say it all the
to
time.
see
I
if
say it all
someone
the time.
made that statement or something.
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I say the things that I say because I feel the way that I feel, right? You know,
Your feelings
you
are
know,
valid.
yeah. Let me get back to the digs, the outro, and
Mhm.
and shout out to LaShawn, shout out, and those that have listened have found out that this is actually my sister, but shout out to my sister because she's really passionate about what the fuck she's talking about, and I know it because
Absolutely.
she's my fucking sister. And I have to hear this shit. I get phone calls. I get, you know what I'm saying? But we are like minded. Okay, everybody out there, listen to something that says like minded, because like minded people, right? They attract. Let's be clear, because I'm trying to end this show right now, but I'm trying to help you understand something. Like minded. I just said me and my sister are like minded, meaning we think alike, right? And all we thinking about is how can we do something better, right? So if your goofy ass is out there with a like-minded motherfucker that doesn't give a fuck about his life, that doesn't give a fuck about you, first of all, be clear. Anybody that doesn't give a fuck about their life, they never give a fuck about you. Let's be clear. Let's also be clear. These are not the kind of people you want to be around. These are not your like-minded people. You think it's like-minded. Listen, I'm trying to end the show, but there's so much shit to fucking unpack in this shit. I never thought I was a like-minded motherfucker. I didn't understand my own intelligence. I didn't understand my own wealth. I do now, though. And I'll be goddamned if I don't share it. Because I have an understanding. I understand what it is to be poor, broke, lonely, everything. You know what I'm saying? There was a point in time I hadn't talked to my whole sister in 13 motherfuckers. But I'll tell you this, even reconnecting with my sister has been amazing. Because we grow. We didn't even get along half the time in the very beginning of me reconnecting with her. But we grow. You see? This is what this podcast is about. It's about growth. It's about understanding, and it's about solutions. And that's what we need to focus on. Not focus on getting the bigger and better thing than somebody else, not having the better car or the fucking who knows what. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It doesn't fucking matter.
let me say this. Wait,
Go
they
ahead.
say that you're supposed to align yourself with people that are more intelligent than you and people that are more wealthier than you. So you can
I
pick
was
their
headed there. I was headed there.
Yep. So you can pick their brain to get to where they are, So, and, you know, if you stay with those same people hanging out on the corner that's only trying to, get a bag or get a bottle or, that's where you're going to stay stuck. You're going to be stagnant.
Facts. Facts. You never move out. You can't move out of mud. You can't move out of quicksand. You know what I'm saying? The more you
Without
struggle,
some
the more
help.
you sink.
Yeah. Without
You know
some help.
what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't do it by yourself. And so we're gonna end the show by saying this. First of all, we're gonna have LaShawn on the show again because it's one thing to have men saying things, and as men, we just want to go blocka blocka. Not with guns, but like old school shit. Like, hey, you fucked up. Get over here. Teach you something. You know what I mean? Let's be clear that this show is not about arguing statements and shit and
We can
ideology.
agree to disagree.
We can always agree to disagree, but the point of the show is like it's a call. It's a call for a solution. It ain't a call for, hey, get on the show and then start telling me all your bullshit. No, this is a call for a fucking solution. Okay? So understand that. No. Hey, listen, this has also been another night. Sunday sit downs with the OG. We about to have a whole new OG up in this motherfucker. And I guarantee you guys, you might want to listen to her. She's been there. She's done that. She's seen everything that like low key legit ain't shit you can tell her. She didn't seen it all. She lives it. She breathes it. And I say that because that's my whole fucking sister. So trust and believe. She understands where I'm coming from, and I understand where she's coming from. But listen, this has been Sunday sit downs with the G's, and we're gonna leave y'all with something. Shit, my brain keeps saying Renee. LaShawn, LaShawn, anything you want to leave them with?
It is, you know, if, whatever that you're going through, whatever you're trying to accomplish, the first thing is you have to get over your fear. You have to go into things, like I stated earlier, with no doubts, no worries, no fears, no barriers, no limitations. You
No
know,
problem.
right?
And at the
Exactly.
end of it, no
And
problem.
that no is just a redirection for next opportunity.
Yes, sir. I mean, ma'am. Whatever.
That's it.
Okay. There it is. You heard it. You heard it from LaShawn. We're gonna have her back on the show. This is gonna be. It's gonna make things very interesting, and it's also gonna be put to a perspective because as men, we keep on talking on the show about men, but it's a lot of men out there that ain't taking accountability and ain't doing shit, and that's real talk. Um,
That's good talk.
this
Yep.
has been the goddamn show that you don't even know right now you're gonna love to hate. Let me tell you something. We really trying to make a move. No, we
No,
are
we're making
making
moves.
a move.
I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm making moves.
Come on, relax. That's like my key. That's like yo. But here we go. Here we go. You heard her already. You heard her. You heard me. You heard the other motherfuckers on the show. We are not fucking around. We're not marching. We don't want to march. Let's go. Let's pull people together. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of your idea. Trust and
Ooh,
believe.
and I have questions for you too in regards to that. I want to pull. So I just started
No.
following
The show's got to end because we're damn we're gonna run in 2 hours. But I hold on, just hold your mud right quick. I just want to say to everybody, shout out to everybody that is listening to the show. Shout out to everybody that is dealt with this new shit right now. I'm sorry, I know the audio quality is not good, but I just got, it's always about upgrade. Believe in yourself, buy into your own thoughts, and buy into your thinking. And so this is what this show is about. Sunday Sit Down is about having a conversation and finding solutions. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have more people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like LaShawn gonna be a part of this shit every motherfucking week. Cause Sunday she don't do shit anyway, because I know that personally. Anyways.
Anyway.
Anyways, thank you everybody. Don't forget, like, subscribe, please. We need this. Because the more you like and subscribe, the more the word is out. You know what I'm saying? This show needs to be the Pandora's box that got opened and now you can't shut it. So you know what I'm saying? Thank you, everybody, man. It's been Sunday Sit Downs with the motherfucking OGs, and we ain't gonna change for nobody. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Oh shit.